So in this lecture, again, I am starting with the constructive cost model. Okay, because today we will solve one or two problems based on the COCOMO constructive cost model, so that you can get the idea how how will you handle the some numericals, some problems based on this in the examination. Because maybe possible sometimes because you are in now final year, so exam. Maybe of offline, and it will depend on the situation, and also the mm, main thing is decision will be taken by the controller of examination. So I am not aware finally that what will be the mode of examination, whether it will be online or offline, but it is necessary we must have knowledge how we will handle such type of numericals or problems in the forthcoming examination. So how we will calculate the effort and the cost of the software which we are going to implement. It will be based on the COCOMO, that is the constructive cost model. So far, we have already seen that there are number of steps involved to calculate the effort as well as the cost of the software. Okay, and there are number of steps, and according to these steps, we will handle our problem, or we can say that we will calculate the effort as well as the cost of the software. Okay, so in the step first, if we are using the COCOMO constructive cost model, it is one of the popular and useful model to calculate the cost of the software which we are going to design. Okay, so the procedure is the step first, obtain an initial estimate. Initial estimate, and again I am brushing up you, repeating this because we will handle one or two numericals over this. So EI is the initial effort, and we can indicate as I is in suffix, and this is capital E. Okay. Sometimes it is also called the initial estimate. Okay, initial estimate. And how we are going to calculate, because there is a need of the KDLOC, that is the thousands of delivered line of source, or sometimes line of code. Okay, because we are going to calculate the total number of lines of source code. Okay, required to complete the software, or we are going to implement the software. Then we will calculate first or count the total number of lines. Okay, and after that, if it is in simple lines of coding, and we can first convert into thousand, that is we will divide by 1000, and we can say we can use this standard unit KDLOC, that is the thousands of delivered lines of source or line of code. Okay, so first we will calculate EI is equal to A into KDLOC to the power B. Okay, this is the multiplication sign. It is not the power of this, but this is the multiplication sign, A into KDLOC to the power B. So we can calculate the initial effort or initial estimate. So sometimes it is called the initial estimate, or we can also called as initial effort. Okay. Now A and B are constants. Okay, and the value of A and B will depend on the type of project, or we can say the nature of project. Okay, and we must be aware beforehand that what is the type of project. So whether it is a organic type, or semi-detached type, or embedded type. Okay, and if we have some experience, then we can calculate or diagnose the nature of our project. Okay, if it is a small and a small database, based on a small database, then we can say, or a small inventory management system, then we can call it as the organic type. Now we have the table to get the, or to choose the values of A and B from that table. Okay, so organic type, then A and B is different. For embedded type or semi-detached type, so A and B, the value of A and B will vary. Okay, so that we can choose directly the values of A and B from the given table. Okay, so just remember the A and B, similarly C and D, the values of these four constants. Okay, so because first we are using, we are going to calculate the value of EI, initial estimate or initial effort, then we can replace the values of A and B from the table, okay, as per nature of the or the type of the project. Okay, now KDLOC will be given in the numerical. Okay, no need to take the tension of this. KDLOC will be provided to you directly in the problem or in the numerical. Okay, A and B. Now there is a need to remember the values of these constant. Okay, so these are the constant and you must remember value of A and B. Now we can calculate easily, no problem at all. We can replace the values of A and B as per type of the project. We can choose from the table and KDLOC will be provided in the numerical. That is the total number of lines of code or lines of source. Okay, so, you can replace this. Now, just after putting, suppose A is equal to 3.2 and B is equal to 1.05 as per nature of the project, directly you can choose from the table and then calculate the value of EI. Okay, so you can calculate easily EI, value of initial effort. Okay, no problem at all. Just now this is, we can say here in COCOMO model, the projects are categorized into three types. Now we are already aware there are three types of project. First is called the organic, second is called the semi-detached, third is called the embedded type. Okay, so this is called the nature of the project or the type of the project. Now you can see the values of A and B already given, A and B. So you can choose from this table. Okay, so if the project is organic type, then you can choose A is equal to 3.2, B is equal to 1.05. Semi-detached type, then you can choose A is equal to 3.0, B is equal to 1.12. Similarly, for the embedded type, 2.8, 1.2. Okay, so you can choose the values of A constants A and B directly from the table, and it will depend on the nature of the project. And there are only three types of project. Okay, so that you can judge easily by your experience. Okay, or if you will solve a number of such type of problem, then you can judge easily the nature of the project or the type of the project. No problem at all. KDLOC will be provided to you in the numerical. Okay, okay, just I am proceeding. Now, organic type, you are already aware. It is a small, well understood applications in which organization have considerable experience and do not have much restriction on the requirement. Okay, now we are already aware uh, the team required to develop such type of project uh, is a small team. Okay, so such type of projects are called the organic type. Now, few examples are already given here. Simple inventory management. If we are going to develop simple inventory management system based project or simple business system, because there are various organizations which have their own softwares, that is called the simple business system as per the requirement of that particular organization or what type of business they are running. Okay, so such type of packages is called the simple business system based software packages. Similarly, data process system. So if the data processing system required by the organization is simple, so they have or they are running simple softwares in their organization or the companies. So such type of simple projects will come under the organic type. Okay, so this is just the idea. You can judge uh, the about the nature of the project as the data will be provided to you, and then you can easily judge. Okay, so another type is the embedded type. So this is a little bit more complex as compared to the organic type, and it is a sort of novel project. And here some sort of big team is required. More number of programmers are needed. Okay, and there are also, we can say, the operational constraints over that. Here we have the example, you can see here, real-time command system, okay, designing and manufacturing of aircraft. Suppose we are going to develop the software for a particular big or organization, and in which just there is a need required to, we can say, for the designing and manufacturing of aircrafts, okay, or some other items, big items, and it is a big company, okay, and there the designing and manufacturing is going on, okay, and you are going to develop the projects for such type of organization, or if you are going to develop the uh, command based system, okay, command based project, real time based project, or real time operating system, okay, then this will come under the embedded type. Similarly, this is the intermediate software project that will lie between the organic type and the embedded type. So semi-detached type, where this type of project, what type of project will lie between these two. Okay, so this is the intermediate software project. Now the example is given here. Developing a new operating system. Here we are going to develop such sometime such type of project will be given at BTech or MTech level, and you are going to design the operating system. It is not so big one, okay, so that you cannot use such type of operating system worldwide. And that type, if you are going to develop an operating system that is based on the complex programming or the big operating system that will be adopted by the mm, all over, we can say, the world, okay, then we can say such type of project will come under the embedded type, not the semi-detached type. So in this case, developing a new operating system, okay, just you are going to develop a new operating system, then it will come under the semi-detached type. Developing a database system, a complex inventory management system. If it is a small inventory system, then organic type. Complex inventory management system, then uh, just it is more complex than the organic type, then it will come under the semi-detached type. Okay, or you are going to develop the database system. So such type of project you can easily classify in which class they will come. Okay, so these are the examples for the semi-detached type. So here you can easily classify. Now under step 2, there are number of we can say 15 multiplying factors. Okay, so here we can see now there are 15 multiplying factors in this case, and whenever we are going to calculate the effort, okay, then we will use such type of multiplying factors, mf1 into mf2 and so on. So the table will be provided to you. So in this case, no need to remember such type of values, but whenever you are going to calculate the EI, initial estimate, or the initial effort, then you must remember the values of AB, okay, so that you can pick and choose directly from the table. So there is a need to remember such type of values for the constants. Now in step 2, you will calculate EAF, okay. So some here you can see multiplying factors are already given, and with the help of these multiplying factors, you can calculate the value of EAF, that is the effort adjustment factor. Okay. So how will you calculate the effort adjustment factor EAF, that is the MF1 into MF2 and so on into MF15. So there are total 15 multiplying factors. So sometimes in the numerical or the problem, some factors will be given to you. Okay, so no need to remember this table that is given in step 2. Okay, so there are various factors which we can choose from this table. Now you will get directly the value of values of some multiplying factors provided in the numerical, then as you will multiply those multiplying factors, and you can calculate the effort adjustment factor, EAF. Okay. After that, you can calculate the final effort, E. Okay. This is called the capital E, and this is the final effort. Okay. Then how will you calculate the final effort? Final effort, capital E is equal to EAF into EI. That is the effort adjustment factor into EI, initial estimate. Okay. Or the initial effort or initial estimate sometimes. So capital E, final effort, then you can easily calculate this final effort in step 3. Okay. Now suppose you want to calculate the effort of different phases of the process development, then you can calculate with the help of the total effort. So if you are aware, if you have the value of final effort, then you can also calculate the phase bias value of effort. Now here, to calculate the phase bias distribution of effort. Okay, so this is again the table. So here there is a distribution of as per size, small, intermediate, medium, large. Okay, so if the lines of code or lines of source is less or equal to 2 kDLOC, then we will choose the value for the product design or the detailed design or code and unit test or integration test from this column. Okay. So first we will calculate the total KDLOC. If the total KDLOC, that is total lines of source or lines of code, is less equal to 8 KDLOC, then we will choose this column. If it is less equal to 32 KDLOC, then we will choose these values, okay, or otherwise these values. So first we must aware by the total lines of code or lines of source, and accordingly we can choose from either this column or this column or this column or this. Okay, so it will depend on the size of the project, so that we can calculate the phase wise value. Now how we will calculate the phase wise value? Suppose our size of the project is uh, we can say 1.96K. Okay, then it will come under this category, a small project. Okay, and phase wise means we will calculate the effort for the product design. Again, we can calculate for detailed design, code and unit test, integration and test. So there are 4 phases here. Okay, so whenever we will calculate phase wise, then phase wise effort, if we will calculate the values for these 4 phases, then whenever we will do or we will do the sum of all the phases, then this value will be approximate equal to the final effort. Okay, total effort. Final effort means we have already calculated E, capital E is equal to EAF into EI. Okay. So if we will calculate phase wise and then we will do the summation, then the our final value of the effort will match with the sum of these phase wise distribution of effort. Okay. So this will come approximate value. Now we can calculate easily the phase wise distribution of effort. Okay, so we will choose these values from any one of the column. Okay, so it will depend on the size of the project. Okay, again I am proceeding. Now in step 4, you can calculate the project duration. Okay, so what is the project duration? Means time required to complete the project. Okay, how we can calculate? Capital D is equal to small c capital E to the power D. Okay, again Capital D is the duration, means the time required to complete the software or project. Okay, C and D, these are the constant value, and the value will depend on the nature of the project or the type of the project. It means again we have some sort of table so that we can choose the values of constants from that table. Okay, and again it will depend on the type of project. It may be a organic type or semi-detached type or embedded type. So likewise, the values of constants of A and B, similarly we can choose the values of C and D again from the table. Okay, and first we have already checked the nature of the project or the type of the project. So similarly, this is very easy to choose the values of C and D. Now you can see in the next slide. Now the value of C and D. So software project type, organic, semi-detached, embedded. Okay. So we can choose. Here you can see the value of C is 2.5, D 0.38, 2.5.35, 2.5.32. And it is also easy to remember. Okay. This value will not be provided in the numerical, in the problem. Okay. So you must remember these values of constants. Either it is A and B or C and D. So first, take care in judging the type of project. Okay. Whether it is organic, semi-detached, because everything will depend on this. So if you are aware to choose the type of project, then you can calculate the value of, you can choose the value of A and B. Similarly, whenever you are going to calculate the duration of the project, then it will depend on the values of constant C and D. Okay, so it is easy to remember the table because the value of C is fixed 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, no problem at all. D 0.38, 0.35, 0.32. Okay, just there is a need to remember the values of only D. Okay, 0.38, 0.35, 0.32, no problem at all. Okay, these are small values and easy to remember. You can remember easily. Now put the value of C and D as per nature of the project. Okay, then you can calculate the value of D here. Okay, you can easily choose the value of, calculate the value of D. No problem at all, and it will come in months. Okay, because this is the duration. Now, up to here it is clear. No any problem, please. Anybody?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Are you able to
Yes, sir.
understand? Now we can see
Yes.
here again. Now phase-wise distribution of duration. Okay, we similarly, because we have already calculated the phase-wise distribution of effort. Okay, because we are already aware by the size of project, whether it is small, intermediate, medium, large. Okay, so that you are actually calculate the value of KDLOC at the initial stage, and as per size of the project you can choose the values of phase wise distribution of duration from this column. Okay, if the size is, again I am telling you, less equal to 2 kDLOC, choose this column only. Okay, similarly if the size is less than or equal to 8 kDLOC, choose from this table. If the size is 8.1, okay, then you cannot choose from this column. You will choose these values. Okay, up to 8 you can choose this value. Otherwise, if the size is 8.01, then choose the values from this column. Okay, so if it is little bit greater, then just skip these values and choose from this column. Okay, similarly in this case also use the same funda. Okay, so that you can choose the appropriate values for phase wise distribution of duration. Now here you can see there are three phases. Okay, in this case, whenever we are going to calculate the phase wise distribution of duration, then there are only three phases: product design, programming, integration. Okay, then if the size is suppose 1.99, okay, then we will choose the values here from this column only, 196318. Okay, how will we calculate the values of phase wise distribution or duration? We are already aware the final value of the duration, okay, capital D, because we have already calculated in this case, okay, capital D. Now if you are going to calculate the phase wise distribution of duration, then take the final value of the duration. Okay, we have already calculated that with the help of the formula C e to the power D. And now phase wise means phase wise distribution means here product design. Okay, duration for product design means is equal to, here you can calculate 19 into total duration. You have already calculated the value of capital D. Then 19 multiplied by total duration divided by 100. Okay, you are going to calculate the percentage. Okay, for product design, it means 0.19 into final duration. You have already calculated with the help of the values of constant C and D. Okay, similarly for this this phase programming, it means 0.63 into value of capital D, integration 0.18 into value of capital D. So this is called the phase wise distribution of duration. You can calculate, because in this case we will calculate the percentage of each phase. So it means 19 into total duration divided by 100. We will get the percentage, or we can say phase wise distribution. So for the product design, and then if we will do the summation for phase wise, then it will come approximate equal to final duration we have already calculated. Okay, now come to the next slide. Finally, we will calculate the project staff, means total number of programmers needed. Okay, or we can say number of persons involved in the project, that is the same thing, or labor required to complete the project. So we can use anything here. Now the formula is capital N is equal to capital E divided by capital D. Capital E is the final effort. We have already calculated final effort. Capital D, final duration. We have already calculated with the help of the formula of C into e to the power D. Okay. And E, we have already calculated A into KDLOC to the power B. So no problem at all. Okay. Now you can calculate the total number of persons or total number of programmers here. Okay. But suppose if you are getting the value here, suppose 2.21 or 2.68, then you will write here approximate equal to 3 programmers. Okay. So this is the way to calculate the total effort, number of programmers required, total duration to complete the project. Okay, you have already seen a number of steps involved to calculate the various values. If you are going to use the COCOMO, that is the constructive cost model. Okay, so this is very easy, you can handle easily. Now come to the problem here. The first problem is given here. Okay, so the project is based on the automation is to be designed. The size now here given, okay, for the different modules. So the different here modules are given. data entry is equal to 0.6 kD LOC. Okay, data update 0.6 kD LOC, query 0.8 kD LOC, reports 1.0 kD LOC. Okay, now first you have to calculate the value of total kD LOC. Okay, means total lines of code or lines of source. Then total kD LOC is equal to 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 0.8 plus 1.0. Means 6, 6, 12 and this 20, 30. Means you will get 3 kD LOC. Okay. If you will do the summation of this, then you will get the total lines of code, means total kD LOC is equal to 3.0. Okay. It means 3
Yes, sir.
kD LOC. Okay. No problem at all up to here.
No, sir.
Now you can calculate total kD LOC. In some numericals or in some problems, direct total kD LOC will be provided to you. Or if it is not given, then this is the way. So in this way, you can also get, suppose sometimes these are various parameters are given, various attributes are provided. Then first you will do the summation. Okay. Then total kD LOC is equal to here 3. Okay. And after that, it is given, there are various attributes again given from the requirement, the ratings of different cost driver attributes were assisting. Means complexity high 1.15, storage high 1.06, experience low 1.13, programmer capability low 1.17. So this is the problem number 1. Okay, so you have already calculated total kD LOC and you are getting 3 kD LOC. Again, now come here in the numerical, it is given all other factors had a nominal rating. Okay, so these are few factors that is provided here. Okay, these are the, we can say MF means multiplying factor 1. It is given. That's why in the preceding slide, I was telling you that no need to remember the this table. Okay, in which the total 15 multiplying factors are provided. So no need to remember those. Okay, here because it is given already provided in the numerical. So these are the multiplying factor 1. MF1 is equal to 1.15. MF2 is equal to 1.06. MF3 is equal to 1.13. And MF4 is equal to 1.17. Okay. Now it is saying all other factors has a nominal rating calculate. Nominal rating means rest of the multiplying factors is equal to 1. Okay. So no need to choose from that table, just put into 1. Okay. So whenever you are going to calculate the EAF, effort adjustment factor, that is the MF1 into MF2 into MF3 into MF4 into and so on up to MF15. But here to calculate the EAF, effort adjustment factor, you can multiply 1.15 into 1.06 into 1.13 into 1.17 and so on into 1. Okay, because all other factors had a nominal rating. It is given in the problem. So that rest of the multiplying factors, no need to choose from the table, just write only into 1. Okay. Now calculate the initial effort required. Initial effort means EI. Sometimes it is also called the initial estimate or initial effort. These terminology is same. Okay. Now you can calculate EI. So EI is equal to, what is the formula? EI is equal to A into total KD LOC or KD LOC to the power B. So this is the formula. Then you can calculate the EI. But before that, you have to decide what is the nature of the project. Okay. Now the nature of the project you can calculate with the help of the size of the project, or because this is the small automation system you are going to design. Then tell me please, anybody else, the type of
Organic,
huh?
Organic maybe, sir.
Yes, you are right, because this is the size is also small, total KDLOC, okay, and this is the small automation project. It is already provided here, it is given. Then you can take just a little bit idea, and with the help of that idea, you can judge easily the type of the project. Okay, so this is organic. You are right. Now this is the way to calculate the total KDLOC. As I told you, 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 0.8 plus 1.0. So we will get 3.0 KDLOC EAF. Then as per COCOMO constructive cost model, second step is EAF. Then effort adjustment factor means multiplication of different cost driver attributes. Okay, MF1 into MF2 into and so on into 1. Okay, so the values of different cost drivers is already given in the problem. 1.15 into 1.06 into 1.13 into 1.17 into 1.00. Okay, because rest of the multiplying factors is given as nominal rating. Nominal means choose one only, so that you can calculate the values of EAF. It will come, you can multiply yourself and try to solve this problem again, okay, by yourself, and then EAF will come is equal to 1.61. Just do the multiplication of all these multiplying factors that is provided in the numerical, okay, given. Now you can calculate easily the value of the EI, initial effort or initial estimate. Here EI is equal to A into KDLOC to the power B. Now from the table you can choose the value, and there is a need to remember the values of constants. So from the first table, from the table of the effort, it is given A is equal to 3.2, B is equal to 1.05. Okay. So EI you can calculate 3.2 into total KDLOC. Just you are getting after summation 3 into to the power 1.05. Okay. Now as you will calculate with the help of this, the calculator, because this is the power 3 to the raised to the power 1.05, and this is simple 3.2 into 3 to the power 1.05. Then it will come 10.14 PM, means person month. This is the unit of initial effort or the final effort. Okay, the unit for the duration is only the month. Okay, so similarly we can proceed, because the time we have only few seconds. Just I am taking first your attendance here, otherwise now you can calculate this value EI. Okay, now again you can see here capital E is equal to EAF into EI in the next step. So 1.61 EAF you have already calculated in this, okay, and it is coming 1.61, and now you can calculate again 1.61 into 10.14 EI. Then you can get here total effort. Total effort means final effort 16.3 PM.